So we're just making our way through Newquay to come out the other side, and we're on our way to Perranporth. We're racing the tide this morning because there's a little footbridge we've got to cross, and it's only exposed for 2 or 3 hours either side of low water, and then it gets covered up. So if we don't get there in that time, it's a 2 or 3 mile detour. There is a ferry, but obviously that doesn't start running until the 17th of May, and it's not even the end of April yet.
Taking pictures of me taking pictures.
We've already done that joke. This is Fistral Beach for anyone interested. Have a lot of surfing competitions here. It's probably one of the best surfing beaches in the country, if not the best. I won't be going in today. Still making our way out of Newquay. Just goes on and on. So we've made it to the little bridge. Honestly, I was expecting something a bit bigger. I mean, this all fills with water at high tide, but I could have got across there. You wouldn't have been able to, you'd have been stuffed. So if this is covered in water at high tide, you've basically got to go all the way up there, and it's about a 2.5 mile diversion all the way round, just for the sake of doing this. Well, I'm glad we got up early this morning. Yep. Or is it a rock?
No, he's moving.
No, it is a seal. Camera won't be able to pick it up. There's a seal down there.
E.T. place.
On the beach?
Yeah.
Maybe. Can't really see with my bionic eyes. So it's just stopped for a quick refreshment break, and my professionally repaired boots are holding up nicely, and because silicone stays tacky even when it's dry, you can see that the sand is now sticking to them, so it's making it very pretty, which Helen's enjoying. Another hot chocolate.
Another day, another hot chocolate. Me eating again? Yes, and obviously.
So that is Perranporth down there, and we should be able to walk along the beach for the last couple of miles before the tide comes in, which will save us from having to go up and down through all the sand dunes, which quite frankly would be a pain in the arse. So of course we couldn't walk along the beach because the tide had come in, so we've just had to go all over this lot. Sand dune hell. It's taken about half an hour to do about 1/4 mile. We should be there, but guess what? Just looked on the map thing, it's another mile. It's always another mile. Finally there's Perranporth, and we are staying in that blue building there. Just got to get to it. There's the beach that we tried to walk along yesterday. We got about halfway along before we were forced up into the sand dunes by the tide. Obviously the tide's out now, we could walk along it all perfectly. Do you want to walk along the beach perfectly?
No, we're going to St Agnes now.
Sure, it's an option. I'd love to do it again.
Okay, off we go. Then you go. Why don't you run it?
I could run it.
Okay,
give us
good.
your bag, because I don't think it'd be hard enough with just
Okay,
one
well
bag.
you can have this one on your phone.
Right, I'm going to do that. I'll turn the camera off because we don't want to waste the battery.
Yeah.
But when we come back, I'll have run along there with both bags. That was a nice little run. Didn't even break a sweat. Easy. We are just leaving Perranporth. You can probably see that in the background. And we're walking to Portreath. Oh yeah, I forgot to say, the forecast is rain for later. I'm hoping we can get there before it starts. That's not going to happen, is it? I've got another hot tub today when we get there. Wonder if it'll be hot. or if it would be a freezing cold tub like the last one. So we wrapped up with several layers because we thought it was going to rain, and now the bloody sun's coming out, so we're going to be too hot. We're walking through a lot of old mining areas today. Lots of signs about telling you to keep to the path so you don't fall down the old mine shafts. So a bit of added danger. I'm pleased about that because balancing along the cliff edge for the last couple of 100 miles didn't seem dangerous enough.
Another day, another hot chocolate. Cheers.
Bit more rock climbing.
Just putting our wet weather gear on because it's starting to rain. Well, the top half of our wet weather gear.
It's good, I'm glad it's raining. I mean, it was
enjoyable this morning.
It can be too dry, can't it?
Yeah, some could say it's too dry.
Oh good, I think it's getting windier too. If you've been watching these videos thinking, oh, look at them, having a lovely walk in the sun, I'd love to do that. Well, you're not thinking that now, are you? Who am I kidding? No one's watching this thinking that looks great fun and I'd love to do it. It stopped raining for a moment and we're just going down a valley so that we can climb up the other side. Because that's what you do.
Missed these days.
Say again.
How we've missed these days. We've been spoiled over the last few days that we've just been...
On the plus side, I've not been force-fed polos for a few days, but Helen has got a big bag of mint imperials, which is also horse food. Number 2 of the day. It's raining again. Still raining. So we've made it to Portreath, and the pub that I wanted to stay in is just in the village here, but there weren't any rooms, so just given Helen her little surprise treat that we've got to go up that hill about a mile to where we're actually staying. I think it was worth the walk up the hill. We're just thinking about leaving a nice little cabiny thing, but what's the problem? It's chucking it down. So low enthusiasm.
Definitely.
We're walking to St Ives this morning, and if it stays like this it's going to be a long day because it's 18 miles. 18 miles. Well, it's a model of an elephant. It's not an actual elephant. And if we keep stopping to take photos of stuff like this, it's going to take even longer.
Fancy a reindeer, Norma?
I wore my trail trainers yesterday just to see how they compared to the boots. And they were actually a lot more comfortable. So I'm wearing them again today. And I can see why Helen's been wearing her trainers as much as she has. And although I said that the boots were really comfortable, I mean they are really comfortable, but they're comfortable for boots. They don't compare to trainers. So if I get through today all right, I think the boots may be history.
It's a good job you bought your trainers, isn't it? Otherwise, if it had been your way, what would you have bought?
Flip-flops. I could do this in my flip-flops. I could do this in my flip-flops. There's a road there that's nice and dry and no mud on it, but obviously that'd be cheating. So we're walking through the muddy bit, so we do it properly. Nothing to report. More mud, more puddles, more rain. There is a laundrette just down the road from our hotel tonight though, and hopefully we'll get in time to use it. What a treat. Yep, okay, I'm wet. That's it. Oh, tippy 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 toe. Yep. We're in sand dune hell again. We're trying to get out of the sand dunes to get on the beach so that we haven't got to go up and down through this nonsense. We're still in sand dune hell. I took Helen off the path to get to the beach and it just took us to the edge of a cliff with the beach about 10 metres below that we couldn't get down. She wasn't happy. So we had to come all the way back to where we left the path.
Yeah, like your brain just goes to like, it's just so ridiculous. Like, I was like on like the first.
That is a lot of likes in one sentence. St Ives is over there, but obviously we've got to walk all the way around here, up the estuary, over a bridge or something to get back there. So it's still several miles away and there's a big stormy cloud over. We were a bit short of video footage today because there weren't really any views because it was wet and misty all day, and then the camera battery died. But as a little treat for Helen, I've taken her out for the evening somewhere nice. She's such a spoiled little princess. Well, we're trying to leave St Ives, but Helen keeps stopping to take pictures. Like that. Trying to leave St Ives, Helen keeps stopping to take pictures. We are walking to Pendine today, and this section of the trail is described in the guidebook as severe, with rocky scrambles and boggy areas. So that sounds a lot of fun, doesn't it?
We'll see. Do
you think this pavement's one of the rocky scrambles? Maybe this is the rocky scramble. Do you think this is the rocky scramble? I think we found the boggy bits and the rocky bits. So that rocky boggy scramble we've just done, just had a look at the map, not part of the path, didn't need to do it. The problem with these remote sections is that there's never any decent benches. But get within 200 yards of a car park and there's hundreds of the damn things. Just stopped for lunch. I suppose there's worse places we could sit and eat a sandwich. So we're coming up to 3 weeks in now, and I've realised that a lot of the stuff in my backpack I don't need. So I haven't told Helen, well, she's going to find out now, but I've ditched a load of it and instead filled it up with biscuits, which seems like a much better idea.
No hot chocolates today, but I'm going to have one of Richard's biscuits.
The thing that makes getting over these rocks harder is the weight on your back. The rucksack just makes you top heavy, so your normal balancing is out the window, and it's very easy to sort of overbalance. So it's a lot slower than what you would do if you didn't have the weight. Yeah, there's the path. I mean, in the massive pile of rocks. Can you even see that? Look. Is there a path down there? Do you want me to go first? Let me go first, because then I can help you. Where are you going?
I don't know.
Okay, and then you need to come onto this rock where I am.
There for now.
Okay. There.
Yeah, okay.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah.
You're right. Where's the... Oh, there it is. Okay, then over here. Okay. We thought yesterday was a hard day, but this is relentless. And finally we've made it to Pendine. Did you have a lovely walk today?
It was all right up until about mile 10. I lost enthusiasm after that.
Bit of a later start today after yesterday's day of hell.
All looking fresh as a daisy this morning.
Are we? We're back on the path now and we are walking to Land's End, which means that tomorrow we'll turn round and start walking back along the south coast of England. And that means that I can start evening up my suntan, because the back of my legs are dark brown, but not the front. Someone's got herself stuck up an old mine shaft thing. I came down the side, nice easy path there, look. There we go.
Can we bring the donkeys home for you, Mum and Dad? He looks friendly, doesn't he?
That one's called Helen, and that one's called Ruth. Just coming down to what is hopefully a little coffee shop. Over there in the distance you can just see Land's End. So all we've got to do is go around this bit. Over there. Coolio. Coolio. There's Land's End, getting closer.
Just stop for a little rest. And some Haribo. And before we face going up that hill.
How many times have you heard that in the last 3 weeks?
What?
Well, it's not very original, is it? So Land's End is slowly getting closer, and I suppose to a point it'll be an achievement to get there. But the fact is, we're not even halfway yet. All the miles we've covered, we're not even bloody halfway. Land's End Lighthouse, we're not staying there. The rocky scrambles are back. More rocky scrambles. Scramble, scramble. Honestly, someone wants to come down here with a JCB and just shift this lot. It'll only take them half an hour. One last little bit of beach before we get to Land's End, avoiding sand dune hell. About a mile to go. Of course it is, it's always a mile to go. Up there, round there, over there. finally.
Morning. We are off to Penzance today. It's not meant to be pretty, I don't think. Well, particularly pretty in the middle bit, so we shall see. Might even get a little bit of rock scrambling.
Oh, not the rocky scrambles.
Hello, Norma.
Just for fun, it's really windy today. Like the wind.
My hair doesn't, does it? Wow.
Just getting a little bit of respite from the wind. I know David suggested putting a fluffy microphone cover over the camera mic to alleviate the wind noise. Well, I'm sorry, David. I didn't bring my massive bag of professional camera equipment with me, so you're going to have to put up with the wind just like we're having to. Always troughing. Trough, trough, trough. Oh, can you spare a little biscuit for me? Getting on.
We're okay, thank you. We're just arriving into Pemberg. So we're 6.8 miles in. And another 10 to go.
Oh, I've already been stung about a zillion times. Doesn't look like many people come down here. There's probably a reason for that. For anyone interested, yes, I'm wearing my boots. Yes, that's what's squeaking. Yes, my repair is still holding up. No. Picture of the view coming up. One view. Recorded. Okay. That's why you got to test them. A few more rocky scrambles. There's a mile of this apparently. The path goes up there now, and that was nowhere near a mile. It's about 100 metres. So hopefully that is it. It's not going to be though, is it?
No.
Of course it's not.
No.
It's the rocky scrambles.
I can't.
Can't look.
No.
Had enough?
I'm really hot and really thirsty.
Okay. Oh, you join us. There's a lovely muddy bit of the section. So we just got to a little cafe that was just about to close, and got some drinks and some cake. And the reason it was just about to close is because it's nearly 4:30 and we've got another 5 miles to do yet. And why have we got that? Because they lie about the mileages on the signs and in the book. Just walking down into Mousehole. Quite a nice little village. We're obviously not staying here because it's far too close. This was supposed to be a 15-mile walk. I reckon it'll be closer to 18 by the time we've finished. We're just walking back to the path from the hotel in Penzance. It's 10 o'clock and it's already baking. That's St Michael's Mount over in front of us that's just gone behind that palm tree. We're walking to Porthleven. It's supposed to be about 13 or 14 miles. Don't know what it'll actually be. It won't be that. Looking forward to another day.
Oh yes, super excited.
Let's see how long that lasts. So we're back on the path now. Obviously this is not the proper path, this is the tourist path, as you can tell by the concrete. That's pretty much the first 3 miles done. Only took about an hour, not even that. It's not all like this. Might be quite a pleasant walk if that were the case. Trough, trough, trough.
First ice cream. Since I've been here, that's 3 weeks of no ice cream.
Would you want a medal? You might think it's a coincidence that the camera just turns on when Helen's eating, but it's not. She's just always eating. Pardon?
I see an umbrella.
It's all she thinks about. I see an umbrella, food, food. Everybody thought I was the piggy till these videos started coming out. Now we see, don't we? Now we see the true piggy. Just coming into pit stop 2, which is about 6 miles, I think. This is all feeling far, far too easy today. I think we've got a horrible surprise coming. We've been walking for 3 weeks now, and it's getting pretty tiring. I imagine by the end of it, I'm going to be absolutely exhausted. Helen's got to go back to work when we've finished, but I haven't. I'm thinking of booking myself into a spa hotel for a month and letting them spend that time putting my body back together. Shh. Helen told me yesterday that her physio Edith has been watching these videos, so I wanted to take a moment to say thank you to Edith for all the work she's done with Helen over the last year or so to get her back into shape. When Helen finished her treatment, we weren't sure if she was going to be able to carry any sort of rucksack, never mind a 10-11 kilo one like she's carrying now. Yeah, she's carried that rucksack over all sorts of terrain for almost 300 miles now, and much of that is down to your work, Edith. And then you can see the results of it walking up that hill. And I'm particularly grateful because if you hadn't got Helen back to shape, I'd be carrying everything now. So thank you very much. I said we'd had it too easy. It's all been up and down since then. Standard. She's eating again.
Hardly eating, is it?
Well, it's going in your mouth and into your belly, so I think it counts as eating. There is Porthleven just in front. It's about 2 miles away.
And it's 6 o'clock and we've still not made it. Do your little twirl. The sun's getting lower in the sky. And we've just finally arrived into Porthleven.
We are trudging to the Lizard today, which is England's most southerly point. There's Porthleven back in the distance. There's the beach we couldn't walk along because the tide's in too far. I think it would have been hard anyway because the sand's quite soft. So the sign there says it's 2¼ miles to Porthleven. How many miles have we done?
My watch says, and Strava says, we've done 3¼ miles. So we've seemed to have picked up an extra mile.
So we've already done 50% more walking and we're only 3 miles in. I had a look at the odometer app on my phone earlier and see that we've been averaging 30 to 40,000 steps a day and between 150 and 250 flights of stairs. And it occurred to me that if this carries on, I'll have done all my steps for the year by the end of May. So I won't have to move again until 2026. There's a flag down there, which probably means food. Helen spotted it. Oh, there you go, look, she spotted it and she's pointing it out. She's going to start running. I can see it coming now. Sorry. See, unbelievable. We stopped at the little cafe and obviously Helen had a hot chocolate and a great big bit of cake. Helen will probably say that I had a massive lemon meringue donut, but that's a lie. I mean, those things don't even exist. much.
I'm drinking this time, not eating.
Blimey, we haven't even finished this one. She's already talking about doing more. I won't have any legs left. We're on the Lizard Peninsula now, heading towards the most southerly part of England. And before we get there, we stop at Kynance Cove, which has got a little cafe, which Helen will be pleased about. And there's a one-bedroom cottage, which I stayed in for a holiday about 30 years ago. I wonder if this still works. Come by, lass. Yep, still got it. Someone's just dumped a load of bricks down a hill, I think, and now we're having to climb down it. Bloody fly tippers. And we're just coming into Kynance Cove now, and there's the little cafe and the little cottage on the left that I lived in for a few days. So we've made it to Lizard Point. It was supposed to be 13.75 miles today, and how far have we walked?
15.5 miles.
15 and a half. I'm going to be sending a strongly worded email to the South West Coast Path Association when I get back.